Dive into the hauntingly tragic stories of the 28 cast members from the iconic series Kung Fu. While this groundbreaking show captivated audiences with its martial arts mastery and philosophical depth, the off-screen lives of its talented actors tell a different, more somber tale. From unexpected accidents to devastating illnesses, the journeys of these performers are filled with heartbreak and loss. As we peel back the layers of their careers, we uncover not just the remarkable legacies they left behind, but also the challenges they faced long after the cameras stopped rolling. Join us as we explore these poignant narratives, shedding light on the untold struggles and triumphs of the Kung Fu cast, and pay tribute to those who captivated us with their performances yet faced unimaginable trials in their personal lives. This is a journey you won't want to miss. David Carradine as Kwai Chong Caine. David Carradine, who embodied the wise and peaceful Kwai Chong Caine, faced a turbulent life that mirrored the trials of his character. In the years following his iconic role in Kung Fu, Carradine's health began to decline, not just physically but also mentally, and the late 1990s, Carradine's struggles with alcoholism became more pronounced, leading to multiple stints in rehabilitation. Each time he emerged, he carried the weight of both his past successes and the burdens of personal demons. As his dependency deepened, it affected his physical health. He often battled exhaustion, which manifested in unpredictable mood swings, making it difficult for him to maintain relationships and secure roles in the industry that once celebrated him. As he approached his 70s, Carradine's health deteriorated further. He developed a severe heart condition, requiring hospitalization. On June 3, 2009, his life ended in tragic circumstances. He was found in a Bangkok hotel room, an accidental victim of asphyxiation. Keye Luke as Master Pe. Keye Luke, who played the serene Master Pe, experienced a gradual decline in health that was marked by resilience and grace. In the late 1980s, Luke suffered a debilitating stroke that left him with physical limitations, affecting his speech and mobility. Despite this, he was determined to continue sharing his wisdom and experiences with the next generation. As he adapted to his new reality, Luke faced numerous rehabilitation challenges. Each therapy session was a battle against frustration, but he approached them with the same calm demeanor that defined Master Pe. His spirit shone through the hardships. He often reminded those around him that true strength is found in perseverance and adaptability. However, as the years progressed, the effects of aging took their toll. Luke began to experience further health complications, including heart issues and increasing weakness. By the end of 1990, he was often confined to his home, relying on the support of loved ones. Despite his declining health, he maintained a positive outlook, often imparting his wisdom to family and friends in poignant conversations that reflected the depth of Master Pe's teachings. Keye Luke passed away on January 12, 1991, due to complications from another stroke. Philip On as Master Can. Philip On, who portrayed the authoritative Master Can, faced a poignant journey through his later years, marked by the challenges of aging. In the late 1970s, On began to show signs of declining health, suffering from various ailments that included a series of respiratory infections. Despite these challenges, he remained a figure of wisdom, often reflecting on his life and the importance of his role in Kung Fu. As On battled pneumonia, he found himself increasingly isolated in his final months. The illness took a toll on his once robust spirit, leaving him frail and vulnerable. He often reminisced about his days at the Shaolin Temple, drawing strength from those memories as he faced the physical challenges of his condition. Each hospital visit became a reminder of his mortality, but On faced his illness with dignity. He was determined to leave a lasting legacy, continuing to advocate for better representation of Asian Americans in the industry. However, the battle against pneumonia grew more difficult, and his health declined rapidly. On February 28, 1978, Philip On passed away at the age of 72. Tad Horino as Cowled Head. Tad Horino, known for his enigmatic portrayal of Cowled Head, was a character steeped in wisdom and mystery. His role often involved offering cryptic guidance to Caine, embodying the principles of mindfulness and introspection. In his later years, Horino faced the harsh realities of aging and declining health, a journey that seemed to parallel the philosophical lessons he had imparted. As he entered his 80s, Horino grappled with heart disease, which crept into his life like an unwelcome shadow. Despite the physical toll it took on him, he maintained an aura of calm, much like Cowled Head in moments of crisis. Friends and family often marveled at his ability to find beauty in simple things, reflecting on nature and the wisdom of life even as he felt his own strength waning. However, the struggle became more pronounced. Each day was a battle against fatigue and breathlessness, Yet he embraced his limitations with dignity, offering philosophical musings that inspired those around him. On October 3, 2002, he suffered a heart attack at the age of 81. Victor Sen Yung as Tomo. Victor Sen Yung's portrayal of Tomo was marked by unwavering loyalty and bravery, qualities that defined his character as a steadfast companion to Kane. However, as Young's own life unfolded, the trials he faced mirrored the challenges of the characters he portrayed. In the late 1970s, Young began to experience health issues, struggling with respiratory problems that left him increasingly vulnerable. Yet, like Tomo, he pressed on, determined to support those around him and stay active in the industry. He often joked about his ailments, attempting to maintain a sense of humor even in the face of adversity. Tragedy struck unexpectedly on November 1, 1980, when Young succumbed to accidental natural gas poisoning. His death was a sudden shock, a cruel twist of fate that snuffed out the light of a beloved figure. It felt like a scene ripped from a script, where the loyal companion falls in the midst of a struggle. Richard Liu as Master Sun. Richard Liu, who portrayed the disciplined Master Sun, was a figure of authority and wisdom. His character imparted valuable lessons to Kane, guiding him through the trials of life with a steady hand. In his later years, however, Liu faced health challenges that tested the very principles he had taught. As he aged, Liu experienced a series of medical issues, including mobility challenges that confined him to his home. Yet he carried himself with the same stern yet compassionate demeanor as Master Sunday. He found solace in teaching and mentoring younger actors, sharing stories of resilience and discipline. Friends described him as a pillar of strength, often reflecting on the importance of perseverance, even in the face of debilitating illness. However, in the early 1980s, Liu's health took a critical turn. On November 20, 1983, he suffered a cerebral hemorrhage at the age of 80, leaving behind a legacy of strength and guidance. Yuki Shimoda as Shun Lo. Yuki Shimoda, known for his role as the compassionate Shun Lo, exuded kindness and wisdom. His character helped Kane navigate the complexities of life, embodying the spirit of empathy and understanding. In the years following Kung Fu, Shimoda faced a daunting battle of his own as he was diagnosed with colon cancer. First, he faced the diagnosis with a brave face, clinging to the belief that his journey was not over. Shimoda's resilience mirrored that of Shun Lo, who always sought to provide support and guidance to others. Even as he underwent treatment, he remained active, often sharing his thoughts and experiences with fans and colleagues. He would speak passionately about life, drawing on the very lessons that had defined his character. However, as the disease progressed, his health deteriorated, forcing him to confront the reality of his situation. Pain and fatigue became constant companions, yet Shimoda continued to radiate warmth and wisdom, offering comfort to those around him. On May 21, 1981, he passed away at the age of 59, leaving behind a legacy of kindness and compassion. Tim McIntire as Daniel Kane. Tim McIntire's portrayal of Daniel Kane in Kung Fu revealed a character torn between his past and his aspirations for redemption. Daniel, as the estranged brother of Kwai Chong Kane, wrestled with his own demons, embodying the complexities of familial bonds and personal failures. However, Tim's own life mirrored the turbulent journey of his character in ways that were tragically poignant. In the early 1980s, Tim's life began to take a downward turn. He faced increasing challenges with his health, exacerbated by his struggles with substance abuse, which he had fought against for years. The pressures of fame and personal conflict weighed heavily on him, reflecting Daniel's own tumultuous path toward seeking forgiveness and understanding. In the final years of his life, Tim suffered from congestive heart failure, a condition that left him increasingly fatigued and fragile. Despite this, he tried to maintain a facade of normalcy, often appearing at events with a smile, even as his body betrayed him. On April 15, 1986, at the age of 41, Tim succumbed to his condition, leaving behind a legacy that resonated with the complexities of his character. John Fujioka as Cook. John Fujioka played the role of Cook in Kung Fu, embodying the essence of wisdom and resourcefulness. Cook was a guiding figure for Kane, often offering sage advice and support. John's life, however, presented a contrasting narrative, especially as he navigated the challenges of aging. Throughout his life, John maintained an active career, embracing the role of mentor both on and off screen. He often spoke about the importance of nurturing relationships and imparting wisdom to the younger generations, mirroring the character he portrayed. However, as he reached his 80s, John faced the natural decline that comes with a GED. By the time he turned 90, he had begun to experience significant health challenges, including a series of strokes that left him weakened but not defeated. Friends noted that his spirit remained indomitable. He continued to share his life lessons, often recalling moments from his time on Kung Fu. John Fujioka passed away peacefully on December 13, 2018, at the age of 93, leaving behind a legacy rich in kindness and knowledge. Leslie Nielsen as Vincent Corbino. Leslie Nielsen's character, Vincent Corbino, was a cunning and manipulative adversary who challenged Kane at every turn. Known for his sharp wit and relentless ambition, Corbino represented the darker aspects of humanity that Kane often confronted. However, the actor's life took on a different narrative as he approached his later years and the late 1990s. Leslie began experiencing health issues that initially seemed manageable. He often joked about the challenges of aging, maintaining a comedic demeanor that belied the seriousness of his condition. His wit and charm never waned, and he continued to engage in his craft, showcasing the charisma that made him a beloved figure in entertainment. However, as the years progressed, complications from pneumonia began to surface. In the months leading up to his passing, Leslie's health deteriorated significantly. He fought valiantly, much like Kane against Corbino's machinations, but ultimately, his body succumbed to the toll of age and illness. On November 28, 2010, at the age of 84, Leslie Nielsen passed away due to complications from pneumonia. Khigh Dhiegh as Warlord Sing Lu Chan. Khigh Dhiegh's portrayal of Warlord Sing Lu Chan brought a formidable and ruthless antagonist to life. Sing Lu Chan was a master of strategy and power, and Khigh embodied this complexity with finesse. Yet, behind the fierce exterior, his later life was marked by the vulnerabilities of age and health. In his later years, Khigh faced a series of health complications that gradually took a toll on his body. Despite being known for his commanding presence, he struggled with kidney and heart issues, which seemed to mirror the relentless pursuit of power that defined his character. Friends noted that he often reflected on the duality of strength and vulnerability, acknowledging how life can turn the tables on even the most powerful figures. And the months leading to his passing, Khigh became increasingly frail, yet he maintained a sharp mind and spirit. He continued to attend events and engage with fans, sharing anecdotes from his acting career and lessons learned from portraying such a complex character. However, as his health declined, he faced moments of despair, grappling with the reality of his situation while trying to remain a figure of strength for those around him. On October 25, 1991, Khigh Dhiegh passed away at the age of 81 due to kidney and heart failure. Benson Fong as Han Fei. Benson Fong's portrayal of Han Fei in Kung Fu offered a character filled with wisdom and serenity. Han Fei often provided Kwai Chong Caine with profound guidance, acting as a beacon of hope and understanding in a world fraught with challenges. However, Benson's later years were marked by struggles that echoed the fragility of life and health. In the mid-1980s, Benson began to face health issues that slowly crept into his life. Initially, he maintained his usual calm demeanor, engaging with fans and participating in community events while keeping his personal struggles hidden. Those close to him noted that he often spoke of the importance of balance and inner peace, reflecting Han Fei's philosophy. However, in the spring of 1987, Benson suffered a stroke that left him reeling. He faced a long and arduous recovery, filled with moments of frustration and despair. Despite his determination to overcome this setback, the stroke affected his ability to communicate and engage in activities he once enjoyed. On August 1, 1987, at the age of 70, Benson Fong passed away due to complications from his stroke. Ted Gehring as Fuller. Ted Gehring's role as Fuller in Kung Fu showcased a rugged and determined character, often finding himself embroiled in challenging situations. Fuller's resilience and tenacity made him a memorable presence in Kane's journey, but Ted's own life took a tragic turn as he faced the harsh realities of his health. In the late 1990s, Ted began to experience symptoms that would lead to a devastating diagnosis of lung cancer. Initially, he attempted to maintain his vigorous lifestyle, embodying the rugged spirit of Fuller as he fought against the illness. He often expressed hope and determination, drawing on the character's relentless spirit to push through the pain and uncertainty. As the disease progressed, however, Ted's body grew weaker, and the vibrant energy he once exuded began to fade. Friends described how he remained steadfast in his belief that he could overcome the odds, even as the treatment took its toll on his health. On September 28, 2000, at the age of 71, Ted Gehring succumbed to lung cancer. Albert Salmi as Rafe. Albert Salmi portrayed Rafe, a complex and intense character in Kung Fu, whose depth brought richness to the series. However, Albert's life outside of acting was marred by personal turmoil that ultimately led to tragedy. In the late 1980s, Albert's personal struggles intensified, characterized by a battle with depression and a turbulent marriage. Despite his on-screen intensity, his off-screen life was fraught with emotional upheaval. Friends noted that he often sought solace in his work, immersing himself in roles that reflected his inner turmoil, including his portrayal of Rafe. On April 22, 1990, Albert's life came to a tragic and shocking end in a murder-suicide incident that stunned the entertainment community. At the age of 62, he succumbed to a moment of darkness that overshadowed his artistic achievements. The character of Rafe, complex and intense, mirrored the struggles that Albert faced in his own life, leaving behind a legacy that served as a chilling reminder of the hidden battles many endure. John Carradine as Reverend Serenity Johnson. John Carradine's character, Reverend Serenity Johnson, was a charismatic and philosophical preacher whose profound insights often resonated with Kane and the audience alike. John's own life, however, was marked by the dualities of light and shadow, mirroring the character he portrayed. John aged. He faced various health challenges that often left him reflective and contemplative, much like Reverend Johnson. He battled with a natural decline that accompanies aging, but his vibrant spirit and love for performance never waned. Friends described how John would often engage in deep conversations about life, death, and the philosophy of existence, sharing wisdom akin to his character's teachings. On November 27, 1988, John Carradine passed away at the age of 82 due to natural causes. Soon-Tek Oh as Chen Yi. Soon-Tek Oh brought the character of Chen Yi to life in Kung Fu, known for his wisdom and exceptional martial arts skills. Chen Yi often acted as a mentor to Kwai Chong-Caine, guiding him through the complexities of life with his profound insights. However, Soon-Tek's later years were shadowed by a deeply personal battle that mirrored the themes of struggle and perseverance present in his character. In the early 2000s, Soon-Tek began to experience the early signs of Alzheimer's disease, a diagnosis that would profoundly alter the trajectory of his life. Initially, he managed to maintain his outwardly calm and wise demeanor, embodying the spirit of Chen Yi in public appearances and performances. However, as the disease progressed, it became increasingly challenging for him to maintain clarity and coherence, a stark contrast to the character whose wisdom had inspired so many. On April 4, 2018, Soon-Tek Oh passed away at the age of 85, following a long and arduous fight against Alzheimer's. John Vernon as General Cantrell. John Vernon's portrayal of General Cantrell in Kung Fu presented a stern and authoritative military figure whose presence commanded respect. John himself, however, faced a different kind of authority in his later years, one dictated by health complications that ultimately led to his demise. In the early 2000s, John underwent heart surgery, a significant procedure that carried risks for someone of his age. The weeks following the surgery were filled with hope and trepidation as he navigated the recovery process. Friends and family rallied around him, offering encouragement and support, while John, with his characteristic grit, faced each day with determination. However, complications arose, and his health took a turn for the worse. The once commanding figure who portrayed General Cantrell found himself vulnerable, struggling with the physical limitations that accompanied his condition. On February 1, 2005, John Vernon passed away at the age of 72 due to complications from heart surgery. Ned Romero as Lame Dog. Ned Romero portrayed Lame Dog, a character rooted in deep cultural heritage and a strong sense of justice in Kung Fu. Lame Dog's resilience and unwavering commitment to his principles reflected Ned's own values, but in the later years of his life, Ned faced health challenges that tested his strength. In the years leading up to his passing, Ned grappled with various health issues that came with aging. Despite these challenges, he remained actively involved in the arts and his community, embodying the same spirit of justice and integrity that defined Lame Dog. Friends often recalled how he drew inspiration from his character to advocate for cultural representation and awareness, continuing to fight for what he believed in. As he aged, however, Ned's health began to decline. He faced hospital visits and treatments that took a toll on his energy and enthusiasm. Yet, even in the face of adversity, he maintained a sense of humor and a deep appreciation for life. He often shared stories from his career and the lessons he had learned, encouraging younger generations to pursue their dreams. On November 4, 2017, Ned Romero passed away at the age of 90 due to natural causes. Dale Ishimoto as Chinese Sergeant. Dale Ishimoto's portrayal of the Chinese sergeant in Kung Fu showcased a disciplined and loyal military officer, embodying values of honor and duty. Yet, Behind the disciplined exterior of his character, Dale faced the inevitable challenges of aging and health in his personal life. In the early 2000s, Dale began to experience health issues that led to increasing hospital visits and medical interventions. Friends noted that he maintained a strong spirit throughout, often reflecting the steadfastness of the Chinese sergeant he portrayed. He engaged in discussions about discipline and loyalty, drawing on the values of his character to navigate his health challenges. As the years progressed, however, Dale's health continued to decline. He encountered a series of complications that left him increasingly frail. Despite the setbacks, he remained committed to his craft and continued to engage with the community, sharing stories from his career and imparting wisdom to younger actors. March 4, 2004, Dale Ishimoto passed away at the age of 80 due to natural causes. Barry Sullivan as Dylan. Barry Sullivan portrayed Dylan in Kung Fu, a character celebrated for his strong leadership and unwavering principles. Dylan was a beacon of strength, often guiding others with a firm yet compassionate hand. However, in the twilight of his life, Barry faced the daunting challenges of declining health, an experience that tested the very principles his character embodied. As Barry approached his later years, he began to struggle with respiratory issues, a condition that slowly eroded his vitality. At first, he managed to maintain an active lifestyle, engaging with fans and reflecting on his long and illustrious career. Yet, as his health declined, the robust presence that had defined him seemed to fade. Friends noted that Barry, who once inspired others through his portrayal of Dylan, now fought quietly against the breathlessness that came to characterize his days. On June 6, 1994, Barry Sullivan passed away at the age of 81 due to respiratory failure. Morgan Woodward as Colonel Binns. Morgan Woodward's role as Colonel Binns in Kung Fu presented a stern and authoritative military figure, commanding respect through his unyielding demeanor. However, in the years following his iconic role, Morgan faced his own battles, confronting the vulnerabilities that come with aging. In his later years, Morgan experienced a gradual decline in health. The energetic presence that characterized his performances began to wane as he grappled with age-related complications. However, even amidst these challenges, he continued to exude an aura of strength and authority. Friends often recalled how he would share stories of his days on set, recounting the wisdom he gleaned from portraying Colonel Binns. Morgan's spirit remained resilient even as he faced hospitalization and the difficulties of recovery. He often drew on the stoicism of his character, inspiring those around him with his unwavering resolve to fight against the inevitable decline. On February 22, 2019, Morgan Woodward passed away at the age of 93. His portrayal of Colonel James Shigeta as Colonel Lin Pei. James Shigeta's portrayal of Colonel Lin Pei in Kung Fu depicted a wise and strategic military leader who navigated the complexities of duty and honor. Throughout his career, James was celebrated for his ability to embody characters with depth and integrity. However, in his later years, he encountered the personal struggles that often accompany aging. As James reached his 80s, he faced a series of health challenges that required resilience. Despite these obstacles, he remained an inspiring figure to those who admired him. Friends noted how he drew strength from the character of Colonel Lin Pei, often reflecting on the importance of wisdom and strategic thinking in overcoming adversity. In his final years, James's health fluctuated, with hospital visits becoming more frequent. Yet, he approached each challenge with the same tenacity he displayed in his performances. He continued to engage with fans, sharing anecdotes and insights, reminding everyone of the values that defined his characters. Values of honor, wisdom, and perseverance. On July 28, 2014, James Shigeta passed away at the age of 85. Patricia Neal as Sarah Kingsley. Patricia Neal played Sarah Kingsley in Kung Fu, a character known for her compassion and resilience, often providing support and wisdom to those around her. Patricia's life was marked by both triumphs and tragedies, and her later years were no exception as she faced health battles that would ultimately shape her legacy. In her later life, Patricia was diagnosed with lung cancer, a devastating blow for someone who had always exuded vitality and strength. As she underwent treatment, she often drew on her character's resilience, refusing to let illness define her spirit. During her treatment, Patricia continued to engage with her passion for acting, participating in events and sharing her story with audiences. Her ability to connect with others remained strong, and she often spoke about the importance of compassion, both in her work and in her personal life. Even as the effects of her illness took a toll, her spirit shone brightly through the darkness. On August 8, 2010, Patricia Neal passed away at the age of 84 due to lung cancer. Stefan Gierasch as Kai Tong. Stefan Gierasch brought to life the character of Keye Tong in Kung Fu, a wise and serene figure known for his calm demeanor and profound guidance to Caine. Keye Tong embodied a deep understanding of the world and human nature, often providing philosophical insights that resonated with viewers. However, as Stefan entered his later years, he faced a formidable adversary of his own, a debilitating stroke. As the years passed, Stefan remained active in the entertainment industry, sharing his experiences and wisdom with younger actors. Yet, the signs of wear began to show. In the spring of 2014, he experienced a stroke that left him grappling with the effects on his mobility and speech. Despite these challenges, Stefan drew strength from the calm and resolute nature of Keye Tong, approaching his rehabilitation with determination. Tragically, on September 6, 2014, Stefan Gierasch passed away at the age of 88 due to complications from a stroke. Lois Nettleton as Delonia Cantrell. Lois Nettleton played Delonia Cantrell in Kung Fu, a character marked by her compassion and resilience. Delonia was a nurturing presence, often offering support and wisdom to those in her life, a role that Lois embodied with grace and authenticity. However, in the latter stages of her life, Lois faced her own battle with lung cancer, a struggle that would ultimately claim her life. As Lois's health began to decline, she displayed the same resilience that defined Delonia. The diagnosis was a harsh blow, yet Lois faced her treatment with a fierce determination. Friends and family rallied around her, drawn by her unwavering spirit and her capacity to inspire others even in the face of adversity. They shared stories of her kindness and strength, mirroring the qualities of the beloved character she portrayed. On January 18, 2008, Lois Nettleton passed away at the age of 80 due to lung cancer. L.Q. Jones as Major Clark Beale's son. L.Q. Jones portrayed Major Clark Beale's son in Kung Fu, a character known for his stern and authoritative presence. He commanded respect through his unyielding demeanor, often embodying the principles of discipline and leadership. However, as L.Q. entered his 90s, he faced the inevitable challenges that come with age, navigating health issues with a grace befitting his character. In the years leading up to his passing, L.Q. experienced a gradual decline in health. He often reflected on his extensive career, sharing stories of his experiences with fellow actors and fans alike. Despite these struggles, L.Q. remained engaged in the film industry, attending conventions and sharing his wisdom with younger generations of actors. He drew strength from the discipline and authority that Major Beale's son embodied, refusing to let health issues define his spirit. Friends noted that his passion for storytelling and connection to fans remained undiminished, a testament to his enduring love for the craft. On July 9, 2022, L.Q. Jones passed away at the age of 94 due to natural causes. Dana Elcar as Judge Todd A. Pritikin. Dana Elcar portrayed Judge Todd A. Pritikin in Kung Fu, a character epitomizing fairness and justice, often navigating the murky waters of complex legal disputes. With a calm demeanor and a keen sense of morality, Judge Pritikin was a voice of reason in tumultuous times. However, as Dana approached his later years, he was confronted with a harsh reality of his own, failing health that would ultimately lead to his demise. In the early 2000s, Dana began experiencing significant health challenges. Initially, he attributed his fatigue to the natural aging process, but as symptoms escalated, he sought medical advice. After a series of tests, he was diagnosed with a serious illness that would complicate his already declining health. As a beloved figure in the entertainment industry, Dana remained optimistic, often recalling the resilience of his character, Judge Pritikin, who always stood firm in the face of adversity. Yet, Dana's health took a dramatic turn when he developed pneumonia, a condition that quickly spiraled out of control. On June 6, 2005, Dana Elcar passed away at the age of 77, leaving behind a legacy as a stalwart of justice both on and off screen. Jim Davis as Joe Walker. Jim Davis brought to life Joe Walker, a rugged and determined character in Kung Fu, known for his unwavering principles and moral dilemmas. Joe was often caught between his values and the harsh realities of the world around him, mirroring the struggles Jim would face in his own life. Unfortunately, Jim's journey took a tragic turn when he was diagnosed with brain cancer, a diagnosis that would alter the course of his final years. In the late 1970s, Jim began to experience persistent headaches and bouts of dizziness, attributing them to the stresses of his demanding career. However, after undergoing tests, he received the devastating news: he had brain cancer. The diagnosis was a harsh blow, not just for Jim, but for his family, friends, and fans who admired his tenacity and strength. As he faced the grueling treatments, including chemotherapy and radiation, Jim remained determined to continue working. He embodied the ruggedness of Joe Walker, pushing through the pain and fatigue in an effort to maintain some semblance of normalcy. However, the disease progressed rapidly, and he found himself grappling with the reality of his condition. Friends and family described his final months as both harrowing and inspiring, as Jim fought valiantly against the illness that threatened to take him away. On April 26, 1981, Jim Davis passed away at the age of 71. David Huddleston as Nathaniel. David Huddleston portrayed Nathaniel, a wise and kind-hearted character in Kung Fu, who provided guidance and comfort to those in need. Nathaniel was a beacon of hope, often sharing insights that helped Kane navigate the challenges of his journey. Sadly, David's later years were marked by health struggles that mirrored the challenges faced by his character. In the years leading up to his passing, David began experiencing severe health issues, including heart and kidney disease. The diagnosis was a difficult pill to swallow, especially for someone who had dedicated his life to the craft of acting and inspiring others. As the diseases progressed, David found himself increasingly reliant on medical care, which took a toll on his spirit and body. David's health continued to decline, and he faced numerous hospitalizations in the final months of his life. He fought with a courage that echoed the spirit of Nathaniel, embracing the love and support of his family and friends during this challenging time. On August 2, 2016, David Huddleston passed away at the age of 85, leaving behind a legacy as a guiding light for many. What do you think about the deaths of the actors in Kung Fu, and who do you miss the most among them? Leave your comments below and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell to see the latest videos.